How's it going, guys? So I'm recording one of my first videos, besides the shorts that I've already filmed. Um, I received a funny comment. I had made a short because I had gone to the gym and actually I went to the gym and I really didn't know what to post, right? But I wanted to be consistent with the YouTube algorithm, right? And someone left me a comment, obviously being sarcastic, probably because they didn't see any sense in my short. It was the last one that I did hitting the gym since I couldn't make it to Jiu Jitsu. I mean, it has a valuable principle, a valuable message behind it, but I guess it wasn't a very interesting short compared to like watching, I don't know, Gordon Ryan or Kim Kardashian or something. I don't know, but it's as real as it gets. I mean, that is what I did because I couldn't make it to jiu-jitsu, and I do that because I don't know about everyone else, but as a white belt, um, I'm at the dojo where I train method jiu-jitsu. Dude, the white belts are crazy strong, and a decent amount of them were wrestlers. So it's like I feel like wrestlers that are white belts are like purple or brown belt undercovers, um, because they're really good, and you notice a bit of the difference between wrestling and jujitsu, and as a white belt too, right? So I'm probably missing a whole bunch of other stuff, but this is what I noticed, right? The game is so different, and wrestling is hard, dude. It's like they're always scrambling around. They don't get tired. It's like they'll go a full round just straight up moving the whole time. In jiu-jitsu, at least from what I can understand, right? So far, is like you can be in a position for a second or two while you kind of try to figure things out, right? You focus on creating space or you apply pressure, and you make your opponent feel that pressure, and while you have some time to think about things. But with wrestling, it's just like they're always on the go, and it's a different ball game, I would say. But it's really cool that we can integrate the jiu-jitsu and the wrestling. So it's like you have to be on point as a white belt. Like if you really want to move up, I think in my opinion, if I do something, I want to be good at it, right? So I would say that, like, yeah, I try to keep up with the white belts in there. They're all great, by the way. Um, but yeah, I feel like when you're rolling with them, you're doing some pretty good rolling, because they're just so used to that constant fight and not stopping. So so what I was doing tonight after going to our open mats was, I was just trying to do a little bit of more research, right? Um, Trying to do more research on understanding the fundamentals of jujitsu. And as a white belt, you're curious, at least on my end, you're curious to kind of understand it on a deeper level, because it's like so much is going on, when you're rolling with more advanced belts, and you're just trying to get the hang of things, and try to understand it, on a deeper level. And that's something that I makes it more fun for me to learn jujitsu. Um, so there's this guy. See, I'm such a noob that I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right. What is it? Let me see. Oh yeah, John Danaher, Danaher, and And I watched a really good video that I would recommend to you guys. It was basically like understanding BJJ, the fundamentals by him. And it taught me about how, you start from the top and basically you end up in the back, right? And he explains how jiu-jitsu, it's like it's like a cheat sheet where basically you have a guideline of what you should be striving for, which is ultimately being, you know, behind your opponent's back. And so it kind of creates that path for you to follow in your own way. And I thought that was a pretty cool, description of what he sees in jiu-jitsu, and what we can basically try to um, imagine in our heads to get a better understanding of the beautiful art, right? And so I was also watching um, just now the perfect way to understand the no gi. So it's like being an open guard, and that's a position that I'm pretty often in, and I think I do it on purpose because I something I really like about what they emphasize that method is the feeling comfortable in the uncomfortable. And so I think defending is an uncomfortable position to be in. So I want to feel comfortable in that position, but I also understand that I need to attack. And so this video was showing me basically kind of like the concepts behind what you should be focusing on and how to go about it from the open guard, and how you should basically be constantly trying to attack. I think it's a little bit advanced, but it kind of gives me an idea of what I should be striving for, right? So that's what I'm doing tonight. And if anyone has any comments, any advice, or anything that they want to mention from the topic that we discussed, feel free and leave a comment, and keep chatting. Have a good night, guys.